Today, I will be teaching you about the VLAN enter VLAN, how to create VLAN, how to name the VLAN, how to assign the switch to the VLAN, then how to trunk and configure the router. So, the first step is we have to create a VLAN. As you can see, we have a VLAN. We have VLAN 10 here, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30. So we have to create those VLAN. VLAN 10. So we're going to name it, yes, VLAN 10. VLAN 20. Is it VLAN 20? Yes, VLAN 20. Now, VLAN 30. Now, after we create the VLAN and then naming the VLAN, so now we're going to assign switch to a VLAN. So how are we going to do that? So we're going to start over here. We're going to start in this PC now. So we're going to interface FA01. So switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 10. So in this script, it's like you're assigning this PC to its specific VLAN. As you can see, it assigned to a VLAN 10, so you're supposed to assign this PC to a VLAN 10. So now we're going to assign naman this PC1 to a its specific VLAN, which is VLAN 20. So ganun lang din ang gagawin natin. A, 2, 2, H4, node, access, switch port to its specific VLAN, which is VLAN 20. That's it. F. Now that we assigned we assign this 3PC to its specific VLAN. So what are we gonna do now? We're going to trunk them all. We're going to trunk them all so it can be bring so the switch can bring it to the router. It's like your tinitipon. It's like your uh it's like you're getting them all. So to bring it to a specific place. It's like a family in a car going to another place like that. That's um so going to trunk int 5804 for mode trunk switch for trunk 20, 10, 10, 30. So we're going to, so yes, the VLAN 10 is assigned to a PC1, PC2, VLAN 3 assigned to PC2. Okay, so it's going well. Now we're going to show, show, wait. Now we're going to show the trunk if it's going well. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, probably we'll be going back to that specific showing of trunk. So now let me check if it's recording. Yes, it is recording. So now we're going to the router. Okay. Now we're going to encapsulate them. Uh, reference, B, 10. Point 10 represent to be 10. Encapsulation. IP address 926 no, 1.2 no, no, 1 and then the subnet mask is 255.255. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna do it again in B120. Okay. Ano ba? Let's see. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we're going to check if it's working well. It isn't showing. Okay, we're going to try to ping. Ping 168.2. Wait, let's see. If meron na silang Since it's not showing, suppose each PC to have the ano, each each PC is supposed. So now after that we configure the router, um, we're going to ping the other network so we can see if it will be working 192.168.2.2. So we're going to ping this one. We're on here and we want to ping if it can receive here. Now let's try. It's replying. So we send four, it received three. Why we sent four and we lost one? Because there are only three PC. That's all. Thank you.
So, good morning. Today, I will be showing you how to configure the STP between switches. So, but first, we have to figure out what is STP. So, STP, it is the process of setting up and fine-tuning network switches to manage redundant link safety. So, in a modern network, having a backup cables between your switches is a great for reliability, but physically connecting them in a loop causes massive problems is left unmanaged. So STP configuration is the tool network administrator use to control how switches interact, select paths, and keep the network stable. So this is the reason why we use where we're doing the STPs. The broadcast storms, to establish a predictable network hierarchy and it multiples network reliability, it enables faster recovery times, and those are the reason why are we doing STP configuration. So as you can see, we have three switches, different switches with priority 0, switch 2, priority 4096, and priority 3 is switch 3 is 8194. So what are those? So first, we have to configure the switch one for us to know for the purpose of those. So this is the configuration. Okay, so first we have to name the host name as switch one. And you can use any villain you want, but for me, it's easiest for me if I'm going to use the villain one. Uh, wait, N. Also, you have to be careful on typing the commands because it can detect which is wrong. Now, after we configure the switch one, we have to do it here also. Same configuration as the previous one. Mm, Mode rapid. Um, priority. So what we're going to put on priority is the priority of each switch, which is this priority 4196. It's this one, then it interface one, two, let's see. Okay, now here on switch three, it's the same. Um, so now that we configured each switches, now all we need is to check if it is working. So if we're going to check, it should have the VLAN 1. This bridge is the root. This should be the root, the switch 1. Okay, and also it should have the priority of 0 because it's what we input here on our previous configuration. Okay, we'll check. Spanning the VLAN 1. Yan pa lang ulit. Okay. Okay. As you can see, It contains that this brick is the root and the priority 0. Okay, okay. And also it have the interface. Okay, it's working. It's working. So we're going to check also the other switches. And here, if we're going to check, it should also have contain the priority, which is 4096, and also this should not have the rig, but root bridge part. And one, okay. It doesn't have any. This bridge is up, ano. Now here, okay. Root from here. Okay, working. It's working. Okay. Yes, it's working as you can see. It's working properly. The channel configuration. So first, we have switch 1 and switch 2. Wait, let me rename this one. Okay. Now we're going to configure the switch 1. We have to assign the VLAN. Also name the VLAN whatever we want. Mine is going to name as VLAN. Um, um, VLAN 20. VLAN. Okay. So after we're going to configure the interface. Switch port. 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 Access. VLAN 10. So this one, ito yon, ito yon. We're going to allow this one to be able to go through VLAN 10. Yung interface 105, ito yon. This one. Like, we allow this PC to be in VLAN 10. So we're gonna do like the same here. So we have to know which is saan ito connected. So ganun pa din. 106. Tama. 6. Interface. G1 station. 6. Tama ba? Okay. So after nyan, ah, here tayo again sa, we're going to trunk interface G105 to 6. It means this 2, this 5 and 6 will be trunk. We're going to combine them. Alam mo nang mali kasi wala siyang range. It's supposed to have range for us to do the doblehan. Switch port mode trunk. Okay. Switch port trunk allowed. Hindi. And after, there's no LAN, VLAN for us to allowed. So we just have to combine them first before we do something else later. Now after that we push port mode trunk, we're going to channel to, to combine a to combine like you're combining it to go to group one, which is this one and this one. Okay. Tama ba? Okay, tama. Interface. Okay. If you guys are confused what happened after that we trunk these two, uh, tinawag naman natin tong interface for channel which is this one and this one. So after tinawag natin sila, ah, naka-create na tayo ng port channel interface, ano, tatawagin natin sila. I-rank natin sila. Sinabi natin na ang itatrunk natin is this one, this PC1 and 2. After that we trunk, gumawa naman tayo ng channel 2. After natin gumawa ng channel 2, nag-trunk tayo sa channel 2 para dumaan yung mga itong dalawang to, hindi lang sa 1, hindi rin sa 2. Gets? So, we're gonna do the same. I know, no, we're going to span pa pala. If you have watched my previous topic, you will know why are we doing the spanning. One of the reason why we're doing is to prevent the the loop, the loop, like I told you about. So, nasabi ko naman doon na ngayon sabi ko lang is mga reason why we doing TP loop for you have the for you to have the context of why we doing spanning tree. Prevent broadcast storm, establish predictable network with multiple network reliability, and enable fast recovery times. So, yun lang muna ang sasabihin ko. If you want to learn more about what spanning tree, you have need to watch my previous video for that. Okay, now spanning on tree VLAN 20. Second IP routing, privilege, anything. No, 9.166 into 5.1. Okay, now that we have configured all of this with plan, now we're going to configure it. We're going to trunk this too, like we do here. Okay, VLAN 10, VLAN 10, let's see, VLAN 20, okay, enter PSG 1005, 4, test, it's 4, first VLAN 10, tama ba VLAN 10, okay, enter. If you guys are confused why am I not looking here, I have here my notes, so I know where what interfaces ID I should use. I have notes. I have list them all. This is the interface IDs, so don't you worry. Um, switch for event point. So, good morning, sir. So, today, uh, I'm going to discuss how to configure static routing on CLI step by step. And so, first, we have a topology with two routers, two switches, and four PCs. Now, first step we have to do is to assign IP address on each PC. So, we have just here, and now we're going to configure each PC with their specific IP address 168.2.7. Now we have to also include the default gateway, which is 192.168.1.2 AX. You have to do the same thing, but with this IP address 192.168. And okay, now after we configure this IP address, we have to do the same thing in this network. Okay, let's do it. No, okay. Now after the we configure all the PC, the next task is to assign the IP address to the router interface. So how do we do that? First, to go to configuration, if as internet 0, we have to input the IP address, this IP address. So also we don't, you guys don't forget to on the port status. Mm, this one also. 192.168.2.3. Let's do it. Okay. Also, don't forget on the support status. No. Now, we have to try. Now, after that, uh, we config the IP address on each router. Now, we have to check the PC's connectivity. So, this PC4 should be able to send PDF, PDU here on PC5. Okay, as you can see, it's successful. Also, this PC6 should be able to send PDU to PC7, but this PC4 shouldn't be able to send PDU to PC6. So as you can see, it's failing, and that's what we are. It means that it's good so far because we only configure this. But now, if we want to send the network, the PC4, if we want to send the PDU to PC4, then send it to the PC6, we should be doing the static route, and that the static routing is going to, is now. How do we send PDU PC4 to PC6? Now, we have to go to router CLI. Let's exit first, enable. Now, this is your IP route. We're going to route the IP address to 192.168, and also the subnet mask, the 255.255.255.0. Also the default gateway, that is 192. To do it, let's see. Now we have to do the same thing here on router, okay? Now the subnet mask. This here. Now let's recheck it again. Okay, okay, so far so good. Now we'll, we'll try to ping this here. PC4, we try to ping it to PC5, 192. See if it will be able to send. Yes, it received. So it means it's working. Now we have to try to ping the PC4 to this network, PC7. Let's try to PC7 192 point. Hi, sorry. Okay, it's pinging. So as you can see, it receives. So it means that it's working. Now let's try the PC, send to PC4, the PDU, send to PC6. It should be able to success. So yes, you can see it, success. Yes, yes, it's successfully going through